All right. Good morning, guys, from the first cohort. That means that I'm talking to right now. I'm talking to, let me take a look. The first cohort, we're talking with Benz, Jeremy, and Thomas slash Vinny slash Russell. I don't know what his name is. I can't figure it out. So, so cohort one, you guys are the more experienced guys. You guys know what you're doing. Um, so I wasn't sure exactly what we're gonna do with you guys, but we're gonna start off with a little bit of smart contract skills just to make sure you guys are all good. So you guys have two options. You guys can either take this existing contract that is sort of halfway finished. I did that to give some of the new people a head start on a more complex thing. It's better if they have something to start off of. I don't know if the really new guys are gonna have trouble with this, so I might switch and do a different, simpler smart contract with them. Um, but what matters is that we get a few versions of this done and kind of compare it between people. So I've set up a thing where it's going to be cohort 1, 2, 3 versions. If you want, you may request to create your own version. I'm not sure. I think I will give you guys access to this repo, but it's really important that whatever you do not screw with versions that are not yours. We're going to look into that. But since this is the first video, I might as well give you guys the full explanation as to what you must do. So if you're in cohort 1, you guys are going to start by either finishing or making a new version of this contract here. Now, this contract is the contract job smart contract that is going to keep track of all the different jobs that I post for Soteria smart contracts so that you can see the jobs, and can select one and do the work and get paid through the smart contract. You get half right up front. So you guys are going to be saving yourselves a lot of trouble, a lot of time, and a lot of resources by doing this. And we're using it as an evaluation, so it's going to be really, really useful. So just to kind of give you guys the understanding of how this contract should work. So I want to give you, essentially first I'll explain to you how I've set this up here. So right now, I have a struct here that has information for the job, such as a description, a link to more information. So it could be IPFS, but we'll probably just do a regular link. The payout, the contractor, and then obviously some bools to see, okay, has this job been accepted in the first place, and has it been completed? So that way the contract can check these things later on. And then there's a uint 256 last update. This we're going to remove. I was setting that up for something before, but we don't need that after all. So in here, what we can do is, so this is the create job function. That's just for me. You see this require bytes thing. I don't usually do this. This is just to make sure that the link and the message is the right length. There's really going to be not too much requirements on these kind of functions, because you got to remember this is like a contract for within a company, so it doesn't necessarily need to have some of the same standards and same measures that like public contracts do, but it does have only owner, so I'm the only one who can use it. But otherwise there's no other requirements for making a new job, and I'm not going to spam the thing with fake jobs, so you got to trust me on that. And then there's going to be a remove or add contractor function, so that way I can add you guys to the contract as contractors so you can see the jobs. This one works pretty straightforward. It's whether you remove or add, you just send in a list of contractors. If you guys have a better way of doing this, please, show me, impress me, show me different, because you see I'm stupid. I use, actually I did a for loop. Sometimes I do while loops. I'm mentally, not perfect. But as you can see, all the jobs are pushed into the job arrays, or the jobs array. And then there's a list of available jobs, and I have not set up the functionality for the Fisher-Yates shuffle So if you guys are experienced in Solidity, you guys would understand this. If you don't, then I'll explain it to you over text, and I'll send you some resources. It's a very simple concept, but you guys are going to need to understand this if you're going to work for Soteria, because we use this a lot. It's just very useful for keeping track of information that is the specific kind of information on smart contracts. In this case, it's available jobs, and it saves a lot of space by doing it this way instead of doing it another way. And I can explain that further. But the point is, I'm gonna send you guys this. And hopefully you understand how this works. If you don't understand it, if you have questions, you can always ask me. But we just want to finish this smart contract. If you feel like you can do a better job by starting like from scratch, you can go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to figure out how we're going to do version submissions. But for the time being, just open a tab in Remix, which is over here. You just open Remix, create a new file, and just work in there. And just, if I ask for a copy, you can send it on Discord, and we'll figure out the versioning afterwards. So Cohort 1, it's pretty straightforward. You guys should be experienced, should not have any problems with this. If you have questions, contact me and such. Sorry for the delay of the program. We're starting it today. We're getting started. I know things in life are not always perfect, but we're getting started. I hope you guys can forgive me for this a little bit extended period of time, but we're getting into it now, and we're pushing forward. So, video number 1 for Cohort 1. I will see you guys later.